Good morning guys, I hope you're having an amazing day. In this video, I'm going to be answering a question I got on Instagram yesterday, which is how do you do SEO for a brand new WooCommerce store? You see, if you're like many people on this channel, you're starting your very first ventures at the moment, and I want to walk you through exactly how to do SEO for a WooCommerce store built on WordPress and how to take yourself from where you are now through to really getting a massive amount of Google traffic. Bit of preface, I've done this for clients and I've taken them from their very first dollars all the way through to doing 7 figures online, and some even pushing it through to 8 figures. Some of these are small businesses, some of these are major corporate brands. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. But as always, smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the computer in one moment. Now, before we jump into that, I've got to get some housekeeping out the way. If you're enjoying these videos, make sure you smash that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest ways that you can harness Google's immense traffic to actually make some money online. Secondly, if you want any help out any of this stuff, make sure you join the Facebook group, which you can find at the link below this video. In there, not only am I there, but you also got some other great SEOs, as well as other students, people who are making the path through this journey at the same time as you. So let's get into it. Firstly, what is WooCommerce? So WooCommerce is a free WordPress-based e-commerce platform. What does this mean? Well, basically it's a software that you plug into the back end of WordPress and it gives you the ability to sell products. Now, benefits, it's got some amazing customization and it's what we call a self-hosted product. Now, Shopify is what we call a hosted solution, which means that you pay a monthly subscription. That includes your software as well as your hosting. WooCommerce is free for the software, but you've got to pay to host it on your own server. So that's the key difference. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about a few different things, but primarily e-commerce SEO all comes down to site architecture. What does this mean? Well, the way you actually structure a site and the different pages that you actually have can be really crucial when it comes to actually being set up to rank and not being set up to rank. So let's walk through this together. Now, all websites have a homepage, okay? Now, the biggest mistake most e-commerce sellers make is they believe that the homepage is the only page that can rank. What does this mean? It means they stuff all their keywords on there. It means they only link to there, and it means they ignore really the rest of the entire puzzle. So what we want to be doing is we want to set up a few different types of pages. First, we want to set up category pages, which I'm going to walk you through in a minute. We also want to set up brand pages. Now, this is if you sell other brands people are looking for, you want to make sure you set up a page for your brand or a category for your brand. And then we want to set up a product page. And I'm going to walk you through how to do these correctly. Now, for every page on your website, Google is going to look for a few things, or more so a few things are going to make Google rank you a lot easier. Firstly, an optimized URL structure. Secondly, you need to have optimized image names. Third, you need to optimize your image alt text, which I'll explain how to do in a minute. Fourth, you need to optimize your meta title. Again, I'll explain that. We want to optimize your meta description. We want to have 300 to 500 words of content. And if necessary, we want to optimize what's called a H1 tag. So what does this all mean? Well, if you have gone through my beginner's SEO course, you're familiar with my site, teethwhiteninghub.net. Now, this site began as a fictitious site and it may stay there. I may actually build it into a site. The deeper I'm going through these tutorials, the more I'm realizing I can probably make an extra 10 or 20K a month in this little niche. So I might actually go ahead and do that. But for now, it's a fictitious site and I'm going to be walking you through it. So this site, fictitiously, I'm going to be selling everything about teeth whitening, which means I'm going to be selling teeth whitening kits, teeth whitening toothpaste, brushes, charcoal, activated charcoal toothpaste, floss, and mouthwash. Now, within this, I'm going to have about six teeth whitening kits. I'm going to have 6 different types of toothpaste. I'm just going to have 6 of those. I'll have 3 of these. I'll have 5 of these because you can never have enough floss. I joke, I don't actually use floss. And then so that's the product. So we're gonna have 6 of all of these. Now, what we wanna do is we wanna actually set up a category to house the main products. So to give you an idea, and mind the ugliness, this is a category, okay? Now, a category is essentially the first place you look, that you land, when you come in from Google, and it's where you're going to find the different options. So for this, we'd set up one for teeth whitening kits. And what we want to do is we want to optimize a few things. First, we want to make sure the URL is set and is ready. Second, we want to have some content on here. Third, we want to have some products in here, and then we want to optimize our meta. So how do we do this? Well, once WooCommerce is installed, you want to come into products and then categories. Okay. Now categories, you want to add your category in here. And for this video, I'm just going to edit the category I've already set up in my sadly failed attempt at shooting this video a few minutes ago. But we progress. So name is teeth whitening kits. Simple. It's the main keyword. The slug, this is the URL. You want to make sure that is your main keyword as well. You want to keep it as short as you can. So this teeth whitening kits, dashes in the middle. Otherwise you'll end up with a random little, I think it's a percentage sign that defaults in there and it looks ugly as hell. So make sure you put your dashes in. Third, description is where you add your content. Now, content is king in SEO, and this is honestly one of the biggest secrets for e-commerce SEO. Most sellers have no content on the category pages. They think it looks ugly, but what they're missing is the ability to rank, 5-10 spots ahead and really pick up a lot more traffic by adding content. So what do you want to do in this content? Well, you want to be selling your products. You want to be explaining why you're the best. You want to cover, your USP. If you've got quick shipping, if you've got the best prices, if you've got genuine products, whatever your USP is, make sure it's covered off in there. And yeah, 300 to 500 words is what you're looking for. Then you want to set up your meta title. So meta title is essentially the thing that Google looks at first and foremost. It's the thing that comes up here, and it is, I guess the best way to describe it is if you were to pick up a copy of the New York Times on the weekend, assuming you live in New York, of course, if you pick up a copy of it, the reason you know it's a New York Times is it tells you right at the top. Now, your meta title does the exact same thing to Google. It tells Google this page is about teeth whitening kits. Simple, easy, to the point. So teeth whitening kits used at home because these are home-based kits, and then your brand. So whatever product you're selling, main keyword, modifiers. So if you were selling, let's say, plus size swimwear, you'd be like plus size swimwear, one piece and bikinis, teeth whitening hub. The reason I use that as an example, I've got a client in that space. They're doing an absolute killing. So just an example. And you'll never compete in the same country as them because I've got clients all over the world. You also want to put in your meta description. Now, meta description is essentially the thing that pops up beneath your listing. So if we go teeth whitening kits, this is a meta description. Its job is to convince you to click on their listing. Okay. Now that's where you just want to get a little bit creative and write something that's going to convince people to click through. And then you're going to want to save your category. You can add your focus keyword. This is going to tell me I'm wrong because I haven't uploaded any of that stuff. And then you'll have your category, okay? So you want to go through, set one of these up for each of your main product groups. Then you want to set up your product. So products in here, all products, or you're going to want to go to add new. I'm just going to walk you through the one I've already set up. So again, product name, if you want to edit the slug, make sure that you edit it here, but the slug for your product should be descriptive of the product. Main section is your big description. Make sure you describe your products really well. If you want to write sales copy in there, or if you want to learn how to write sales copy, I guess as a matter of fact, drop a comment below and I'll shoot a video on that. I spent 3 years writing direct response sales copy for things like courses, sales letters, all that stuff. Got really good at it, so I can definitely run you guys through that if you'd like. And then again, make sure you set your information in Yoast. Again, I'll shoot a video all about how to use Yoast. Drop in my comments below if you'd like to see that one sooner than later. So fill all that stuff out, and then you want to upload your images. Now, with your images, one of the biggest mistakes I see e-commerce sellers making is their images, they pull maybe straight off the camera and it's, IMG-9056. That's the lazy man's way to do it, and that's going to cost you a lot of money. Why? Because it's telling Google nothing about this image, and when Google knows nothing about something, it can't rank it for anything. Pretty simple, huh? So rename your images. I like doing a main keyword and then a description. So teeth whitening kit, main image. Teeth whitening kit, mouthpieces. Before and after teeth whitening. Teeth whitening kit, all is included. So upload your image, and then you want to come to this section here, which is called the alt text. Now, alt text is its proper purpose. Most people don't even know this. Its proper purpose is for when people who are blind or visually impaired view your website, their computers will read the description of the image out to them. Now, if you take that in mind, Google is going to read this. So the better you describe it, the more Google's going to understand it, the better Google's going to rank you. So this master image for teeth whitening kit, simple. Make sure it's in the right category, save and update, and that will create your product. Pretty simple. Now, please don't just ignore the layout of this site at the moment. I'll perfect it in the future. And that's where you'll have your product like this. So both of those set up really well. Now, that's on-site SEO in a nutshell for your e-commerce website. The next thing you want to do is you want to start your link building. Now, if you haven't watched my beginners SEO series, I really strongly recommend you do that. I'll drop a link below this video for you. Jump in there, check it out. It will really run you through everything you need to know about it. And it'll run you through, I guess, how SEO works as a whole. So if you've skipped that, go back to it. For now, I'm going to assume you have watched it and you know what backlinks are. So the way you do your backlinking for e-commerce, you want to send your first 300 links to your homepage. Now, these are going to be your citations, these are going to be your socials. So 300 of those won't take very long to do. If you're building them yourself, you'll have it done in sort of 2 days. If you're outsourcing them, obviously much quicker. And then once you've done that, you want to go through, build out blog links, and you want to build one link to each of your main categories. Assuming you've got sort of 10 odd categories. If you've got a massive site, keep going through all of them, or all categories are going to actually bring you some traffic. That will build your site very wide and, pardon me. And just like a pyramid with a wide base, it's much more stable. So you want to link out across all your categories. Then you want to add one link to your 10 main products, okay? So these are the products that you know are hot. Add one link to each of those. Again, blog links. And then come in and hit your categories evenly. You can skew it up to about 30% towards your the main category to not push, but try and keep it even, as that will drive the whole website up the rankings. So that's e-commerce SEO in a nutshell, specifically for WooCommerce. Now, the structure goes for all websites or all e-commerce platforms. This is just a run through on the actual WooCommerce platform. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Alternatively, join the Facebook group. I'll be in there, and I can even just shoot some screen capture videos and run you through any answers you need to help you get your e-commerce journey started. So that is WooCommerce SEO in a nutshell. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure if you have, smash that subscribe button, hit like on this video, let me know your comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.